Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Victory Monday. So how many in a row? 9 wins in a row. But how many weeks have we been doing shots?
I think we've done all of them.
Quite
10.
a while.
Has it
Yeah.
been? All right.
Cheers.
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 Hello.
Congratulations. It's very good. That is the immunity shot.
That one had
with
more kick.
No
Ginger.
OJ, no straw.
Ginger and lemon from Pure Green, and that is the coach's go-to right there.
That is that is good.
Yep.
Listen, tough to win on the road, and you guys you're perfect on the road this season. So congrats on that.
Well, appreciate it. Yeah, it's go down 10-0. So proud of the way that they battled back, and then there's always going to be some adversity, which I thought we stood up to. Had a big drive there at the in the fourth there to have to kick a field goal. Andy made a big kick to make it a 6-point game to where they needed a touchdown, and we got the drive stop. So there's a lot of positives, a lot of things to improve on, but in the end, I felt like we were able to find a way and not be at our best, but also make the plays when we had to.
Drake May has been almost perfect.
Drake May.
Drake, where do you stand on that?
I'm not really sure. I just heard about it 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think the olds, those of us.
I couldn't even figure out 6'7", and now it's Drake.
Right.
May.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like Draco.
Yeah.
I don't like that either, Courtney. Keep going.
Harry Potter?
I've never seen it.
Never seen Harry Potter?
Oh my
No.
God.
What do you?
I thought about waiting in the line one time at Universal for 2 hours, and then I went to the bar. So
What do you call him?
Drake.
Drake. What does he call you, Vrabes, or does he call you Coach? Or
Coach, I think.
Coach, yeah. Well, Pop Douglas said they call him Draco, and I prefer that, but we're old. But anyway, a little, hard to nitpick on him, but a little bit of a slow start for him yesterday.
Well, I mean, I think that again, just settling in and making sure that everybody's, I guess, just in tune and getting the drive started. I think to me, whether it's the slow start or just getting the drive started, I think you can see the difference that when we can get into a drive, we get the first down, we can kind of get a rhythm to what we're doing. And obviously that starts with the quarterback, but then there's all these different supporting casts that have to be good for this thing to work. So again, that's what I see is just have to get into the drive. We have to be able to get into the first down and get moving, and then things kind of start clicking.
Mike, you've been around football a long time, and you see these wins, and you go, "That was a great win. That was an ugly win." And you look at yesterday's game, and it's one of those wins where I kind of look at it like it's one of those ugly wins. You learn a lot. You play a tough road opponent. What do you kind of like message for some of these guys afterwards? Like, hey, you're able to come away with that, but we need to clean up this, and
well,
this.
The coaching probably right after the game is not really. I mean, I don't think they're hearing a whole lot of what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So just the emphasis of we're going to need everybody, and we saw that today. We saw that yesterday with the injuries that we had and the moving parts and the things that go. And sometimes things happen fast, and you have to be ready for your opportunity, and you don't want to let those pass by. And the ability to help your team win. When guys are going down. I mean, we're shifting different positions. We're out of personnel groups. We're in other personnel groups. We got 5 different combinations. I don't think any teams use as many as we've had probably 18 guys on the field goal protection unit yesterday. That's a first for me.
The goal line offense could use a little bit of improvement moving forward. I know coaching immediately after the game is nothing, but moving forward as the head coach, how do you get them better?
There's a million things I could say right there, Courtney, but I'm going to try to say that it has to be better. And again, when we get out of, with the injuries, we were out of goal line. There were some things that is there. And then at the end of the day, you have to be able to move somebody into the end zone. You have to be able to score with your man. And that's really what happens. And we have to be better. We have to be able to convert those into touchdowns. And so it's everybody. It's the design. It's the execution. And you're not going to win any games. Too many games if you can't score inside the 5-yard line.
Wiggy said earlier that that's probably not on Drake May. That's you and Josh with the play call. Is there plays with Drake May at the line of scrimmage where he has the opportunity to audible out of a play that maybe he's not seeing things? Like, is there anything on Drake May in terms of pre-snap with the
there's
issues?
stuff on all of us. I mean, there's stuff on all of us, and there's plays that, again, either they're going to heat you up and they're going to bring everybody, or they're going to, play zone, and we have to have answers for both things down there. When you're not in goal line, when they're not in goal line defense, and what that's going to be. We're in different personnel groups, and so I think what you want to do on offense is you want to be able to predict what it is that you're going to see, and when you have goal line, personnel in there, you're pretty certain what you're going to see, and then as that personnel changes, then it becomes somewhat of a a crapshoot of, hey, are they going to be in blitz zero? They're going to be in zone, and having answers for both of those things. So we always talk about operation. That's not going to change. That can be better from yesterday on the goal line, and we'll just have to keep working.
Mike, I was want to be a fly on the wall in the locker room at halftime because you guys give up a long kickoff return that's ultimately called back for a holding, but then you end up.
So did we give it up, or was it called back? Which one? I'm not sure.
You gave it up, and then it was called back, and then it came back, and then you ultimately give up a field goal. You had to be frustrated in that point because there wasn't much time on the clock, and you just
we just got to make plays, and when they throw the ball, and we got guys standing in there, don't be afraid to go make a play.
Mm-hmm.
And that just comes down to competing in this league, and you can scheme stuff up any way you want to. It comes down to competing, and I felt like we did. We did ultimately do that, and again, the kickoff, that unit did help us. Whether they got us on one and they called a holding, but I felt like that unit, when we had to cover kicks, we covered the kicks. We got Kyle out past to the 42-yard line one time. We hadn't really done a great job of that. So, we're going to get Marcus going on. We got to pop one of these punt returns again. But there's no secret formula. You just have to go out and, our fundamentals have to continue to improve. And I thought, that's something that we can really focus on this time of year.
I think for people that look at the stats, they look at Pop Douglas's game yesterday and they move on to the next. But you made a point after the game to call him out in the locker room. Why was that so important for you?
We needed a play, and Pop made it, and he didn't have a whole lot of opportunities. The game goes in a lot of different directions, and we know that Pop can help us, and he'll continue to help us. And what I saw yesterday was we were 3rd and long, and it was a critical time of the game, and Drake made a great ball, made a great throw, and Pop made a heck of a play. And so I just felt like that was much needed. And everybody wants to contribute. Everybody wants to help. And, I have to be able to try to help them manage that and understand we got to sometimes do what's best for the team. And sometimes you get your opportunities and sometimes you don't. But you have to be ready for the ones that.
Based on your approach post-game, I'm guessing you don't want any injury questions this morning at all. Oh, hold on. I don't know. We completely lost you there.
That's good. I've been practicing that.
Yeah. What's that? I can ask anything.
Yeah.
So update on.
Don't have one.
No update on the guys.
Did you wash your hands when you went to the bathroom? I saw you coming back.
Yeah,
I was going to shake. I was going to shake you.
Give it a try.
You better have.
I always wash my hands.
We won't know much. But yesterday was not a great day for us with injuries. So there'll be some players that went out of that game yesterday that won't be available on Monday night. Hopefully we get some of those guys back. It's we get an extra day, but I won't be able to tell you much. I wouldn't imagine that Will's going to play in the game. I don't think that'll be something that'll happen. That injury is going to probably be more than a week or two.
He looked. I mean, he had the towel over the head when he was going out, so it looked like. I mean, obviously he's a guy who wants to play, and it looked like he was upset.
Yeah, I mean, I think they all want to play, and again, Will's a young player, hasn't had a lot of probably injuries or things that have affected him, and so we'll have to. There's a lot of things we have to manage through and try to help these guys get over that they haven't experienced.
So the reports that it was a sprain that are out there, no.
Well, I think you have to
validity.
understand sprains have different severities. So sprain, strain, not sure, but I just know that he's probably not going to be there Monday night, and I don't think it's going to be something that's going to keep him out. This is not career ending, But I wouldn't anticipate him being out there Monday.
You mentioned. Go ahead, Wiggs.
No, I was just going to say, you talk about guys stepping up and taking advantage of their opportunity, and week in and week out as different guys. Hunter Henry seems like the guy shows up every week, whether he's catching 7 passes or he catches 2 passes. Talk about, those players and how they've been able to take that on and saying, hey, at the end of the day, I might have a great, opportunity one week, but I might have less the following week. It is about the winning part.
Yeah, it's just managing that. I think that's, you played the position that gets the ball thrown to him, and you want the ball thrown to you as many times. I think that's just human nature, and I know Hunter's been really consistent for us and a calming presence and a good target for the quarterback. He caught a pass on 1st and 20. And I mentioned Diggs too, and Diggs didn't have the day that the production that he wanted. We won the football game. He had a big 3rd down conversion at the end, but he turns and blocks for Hunter. Hunter gets a 1st down. So those are the things that I have to continue to show the players that it matters. That instead of just not catching the ball and dropping your head and going back to the huddle, being able to turn, transition, block somebody, and help Hunter get a 1st down that ultimately helps the team.
You mentioned after the game that you guys need to bounce back better. I actually thought Drake bounced back. I thought the team yesterday looked like they started off poorly for whatever reason, but they sort of turned it around.
Yeah, I don't know what context I said. I mean, again, you guys dissect everything I say. You're probably accurate in saying after that first drive, we come back and put a long drive together, which was really cool to see after, the start that we had. To come back and score in 9 plays or whatever it was. So, I don't know what the bounce back was. Who knows at that point in time. I shouldn't even talk after the game.
You're contractually required. I think you have to, but you can make it quick.
Yeah.
That's what the old guy used to do around here. Just kind of mumbled his way through it.
God damn it.
Stephen A. Smith wants to know if you could put First Take on in the weight room for the guys.
I don't even know if the TVs work in the weight room.
Okay. Right.
We're getting a new building, so we'll make sure that the audio and everything works. And
I mean, it is the number one show in television history. It's number one 20 years. 20 years.
I find that hard. But I mean, it's not the Sports Center that I grew up with.
Yeah, no, it's a lot different. Yeah, it certainly is.
Mike, when you look at your defense and the way they responded, how did you feel after seeing how they responded throughout that game, especially late in the game when you needed that stop when Cincinnati was trying to obviously come back?
They got us on a touchdown. And then Gonzo owned up to that. He said, "Hey, you got me." And then we had him on 4th down. We had a chance to get a stop and weren't able to make it. But then came back and got the other 4th down stop. And for Carlton to be able to challenge and have the PI, but still be able to challenge and trust his technique and everything else. So when we needed it, it was there. And we ended up, having a good day on 3rd down. We just have to be, just a little better. Obviously, each and every week's a challenge.
The way in which the guys rallied around Jelani Tavai yesterday, whether it was Hunter Henry, the dedication on the field, Christian Gonzalez after the game saying that the guys all FaceTimed him to celebrate the win with him. We talk about culture all the time. Is that something that you brought in, or is it a testament to the guys you have in this locker room that it really does feel like a family?
Well, you have to bring the right people in, and then you have to foster the right type of relationships and the right ideas and try to, show them what's important outside of actually just the physical performance on the field. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think that obviously you have to get the right people and then allow those relationships to mature and to happen and to grow.
What do you guys
just like this mustache is growing? How about that?
I mean, 3 weeks.
I mean, it really.
Why are you giggling like that?
It looks because it's looking good.
It does look good.
It's ready to be shaved off.
In fact, speaking of people and culture, Shime.
People and culture. That's what they call like HR now.
Yeah.
People and culture.
People and culture.
I go, Stretch, what is this department? He goes, that used to be HR.
Oh, it's people and culture. Okay.
Shime is telling me that on your mustache, a former teammate of yours has called the radio program this morning.
Okay.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah, sure.
Shime, go ahead if you could. Hello?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. What up, Braves?
Morning, buddy.
You know that's Matt Light.
How are you, Matt?
Hey, listen, buddy, I'm good, and I'm going to tell all the fans listening the secret behind the culture. It's one thing. It's that beautiful upper lip plumage that Coach Vrabel is sporting for the world to see every day.
Well, we're trying to support men's health and Movember and prostate cancer, and Gillette's helping us, and we're actually auctioning off some shoes after Monday night's game.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're dressing up. It's the first time I've ever done my cause, my cleats, doing it for men's health.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think they're pretty cool, and
yeah.
I'm excited to do that. So if you have $100,000 just laying around and you want to help charities, you can buy my shoes.
Greg?
Oh, wow.
That
You signing them?
It sounds like
Maybe for 120.
sounds like Light might be ready to go in an emergency situation. You're dealing with some injuries.
We were back near Matt's hometown. We were back near Greenville, and we were in Cincinnati. It's not far from Greenville, where Matt grew up. So we missed you yesterday, Matthew, but we appreciate your support.
Buddy, listen, I had a dream, no joke. Sunday morning I wake up, and I had this dream that I was going to have to run a conditioning test to get ready to go back and play again. And I don't know if you've had those. I've talked to other guys that, have been long retired, and I've probably had 7 or 8 episodes where I've had this sinking feeling, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, it's not real. I don't have to go back to work. This is great.
No, I just have the dreams about what do we have to do to make the team better. That's what I don't worry about playing anymore because I'm long gone from that.
All right. Well, it's nice to hear your voice, Mr. Light, and I know you have a ton of charity stuff going on too. Do you have a hockey game coming up or something?
Yeah, and you know what? We got Wiggy coming in for the first time, which is going to be beautiful.
What are you playing, goalie?
Wiggy's playing goalie.
No, at least you don't know, Mike. I'm a big hockey guy. I'm a forward. I score a lot of goals. Men's bear league, I was MVP.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Wasn't Light's thing that he pulled?
Yep.
He pulled pranks on everybody.
Yeah.
Did he ever get you on?
Once or twice, Matthew.
He did.
He did.
What was it? What did you get? What'd you get him with?
There was a bunch of good ones.
We can't talk about.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Talking about it.
Okay. We can't talk about that.
We do have video, though. We can roll that beautiful bean footage, at some point. Listen, I did want to say this, Greg. Many years ago, we made some sweet music on your show. And, every now and then you write a new stanza to what was, a major hit, right? It doesn't happen very often.
The mustache
every now
song.
and then it does, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, just as a little refresher, it used to go a little something like this.
Mustache.
And Braves, you remember, you'd be across the line. Yeah, we'd be in stretch, and we'd say stuff like, now listen up, friends, I got a story to tell about a group of men who knew how to live well.
Mustache.
They formed a team, and they made a pack. They're big old boys that wear a mustache.
Mustache. Yeah. Okay.
Now, to modernize this, I'd like to say, as the sun fades and years roll by, the mustache man seems like a fable. But then a new day dawns and the mustache lives on, and the man they call Coach Vrabel.
Wow.
Mustache.
That is fantastic.
Well done, Matthew.
Well done, Matt
It's
Light.
all full circle.
All right. Thank you, Matt Light. There he is. Wow. I mean, really, what a way to end.
What a segue.
What a way to end. So Thanksgiving,
Yes.
you gonna see the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna have some time off in the afternoon, and that'll be great. I think the kids are coming in. Tyler's already here. Carter's flying in. New girlfriend. So.
You like her?
Yeah, I love her.
All right.
Wow,
Good.
first holiday with her though.
Yes.
The
Yes.
parents.
First holiday.
Is she cooking
First
at all?
sleepover too.
Separate bedrooms?
I don't think our place is that
Oh
big.
gosh! Oh gosh!
Well, keep it going.
We got a condo.
Okay, I'm just saying. No ring, no same bed.
Courtney, it's 2025. It's a lot different.
Yeah, it is. All right, Coach.
Thank you guys.
Braves,
Appreciate
always
you
a
guys.
pleasure,
Congrats.
brother.
Congrats.
Thank you. Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving.
Thank
I'm
you. Happy
thankful for you
Thanksgiving.
guys each and every Monday.
That is Mike Vrabel.